is Nepal, the country with the most beautiful temples and the best luxury hotels. But are they really that good? Because in this video, we're staying at the best hotel they have with the best all-you-can-eat breakfast, the most luxurious hotel room, and so much more.
It's my first time in Nepal and can't wait to see the hotel.
Because now we're arriving at the hotel. And let me tell you something, if this isn't the most beautiful hotel in the world, I don't know what is. As the entire place was literally a medieval castle with the best local breakfast buffet, a free drink as soon as you arrive at the hotel, and a free yoga class in the morning, giving you the most relaxing time you can have anywhere in the world.
Okay, so my first impression so far is definitely a unique hotel, but they don't call this the best for nothing. There's got to be more to it.
Turns out there was a lot more to it. As the deeper you went into the hotel, the more surprised you became by seeing all the elegant decorations throughout the hotel. As every few steps you take, there's a different picture of Buddha waiting for you. And the sign for hotel rooms is literally a scroll. But the best and the most relaxing place in the hotel was totally the Courtyard, as it was located next to the restaurant. And by standing here in the smell, my mind is already filled with nothing but desire for food. Wait, that's the opposite of relaxing.
Looks like a dead end. Another dead end is taking forever to get around. Time to take a break and listen to my favorite Nepali song, Yumanda Meru Nepali Hu. Go look it up.
But speaking of looking up, if you look up at the hotel, you would notice the size of it, as it was surprisingly tall. It almost took forever to get to the top. But once you're there, you will find the place I mentioned earlier for the free yoga class with really cute rooftop design.
And the perfect place to breathe in the fresh air of Kathmandu. I should have done that in the morning instead of during rush hours.
But what you don't have to wait till the morning to do is to check out the best hotel room inside the luxury hotel in Nepal. And the first thing that wouldn't surprise you at all would be the quality of the room, as your entire hotel room was also designed in the same medieval temple style of the hotel, even down to the nooks and crannies like the wall niches and the ceiling, which was simply magnificent.
And the floor is surprisingly clean. You know, sometimes you have hotels where the floor is kind of sticky and it's itchy when you step onto it barefooted, and here you don't have to worry about that at all. And the Wi-Fi is definitely fast enough. I'm not sure why so many people complaining about internet in Nepal being really slow. It's totally fast enough though.
And what's also fast enough was the time it took to fall asleep on this massive, comfortable bed with a headboard that looks so exquisite. Maybe you can open it, not just decorations. But you might have already realized that the bed doesn't have a blanket. At first I thought because the weather in Kathmandu is always nice, there's no need for blankets. Until I look into the closet and guess who's there? The blanket and the wooden hangers and this mysterious device that's either for creating good smell or chasing away the bugs.
What's worth noting in the room is that there's no fridge, no air conditioning, and no hair dryer in the room. I had to get this one from the counter. Hey, is it true when they say people living here don't use hair dryer? Tell me in the comments.
Actually, it all makes sense the longer you stay here. Turns out the hotel was an eco-friendly hotel where they tried to use as little plastic and electricity as possible. And that's why instead of fancy air conditioning, you have multiple fans in the room in case you need them. The trash can was literally made of bamboo with newspaper, and the water jar was completely reusable, which they pointed out as soon as I checked in. But as you can see, the jar could be pretty heavy, so using it could be tiring. But what wouldn't be tiring to use was the sofa bed next to the beautiful view of the hotel courtyard.
And it's definitely big enough to take a nap on. See? Perfect.
And after unlocking those wooden pieces, you could open the window all the way to get some fresh air. But the most important thing in any hotel is totally how clean and modern the bathroom is. And with that, you'll be surprised by how the bathroom design also matches the medieval temple style. And this is also when the eco-friendly aspect kicks in for me. It's right underneath the shower faucet. There's a bucket for collecting the water so none of it would go to waste. Wait, we're kind of wasting water right now. But that actually brings out a good question. How clean is the tap water in Nepal?
Why does the water taste like metal? Is it supposed to be like that? Let's go find some bottled water instead.
I should have googled that before trying it. Please learn from my mistake. But with so many things being in the room, it was still big enough for you to do all sorts of exercise and even some yoga practice. But it only gets crazier because now we're going to the breakfast buffet. And this is when you're offered so many delicious food, you don't even know where to start. From muesli, which is so good over here, to Nepali pancake which is completely different than your typical pancake, to omelette, which is popular here. And for the seats inside the restaurant, you can choose between the normal ones or the ones where you have to sit on the floor and try to fit your legs under the table. But I ended up getting all the vegetarian food they have, from bread to croissant to the muesli to special Nepali coffee and milk tea, which in order to have sugar, you will have to add it yourself. But it tastes so good already, I don't think it's needed. But if you don't want to eat in the hotel, I don't know why you would do that. But it's located in the heart of Kathmandu, where you can easily find everything you want to buy and eat, like this chocolate croissant and hot lemon tea for literally less than $1. Or something fancier like this biryani with sour cream.
So what do you think about this luxury hotel in Nepal? Do you like it? Don't like it? Tell everyone in the comments. Although if you're looking for a hotel with a lot of things to do, then maybe this isn't one of them. But the yoga class is free every morning, at least when I stay here. And the food was so good. And there's too many fun stuff to be done outside, so even if you're just looking for a fancy place to sleep, it's totally worth it. And the people here are literally the nicest. Nepali मान्छे धेरै राम्रो छ.
And my favorite things about this hotel were the food, the cute dogs around the hotel, which I tried to pet as many as possible. And the hotel key there was literally a flute made of wood. Overall, I was totally surprised by how beautiful Nepal is, but coming here during the rainy season may not be a good idea, as you had to walk over mud just to go around. But next, I'm staying at the best 5-star luxury hotel in Malaysia. And is it better than this hotel? You will have to click on the video to find out.